Welcome to the second part of my Valheim playthrough 2026. And if you didn't watch the first episode, this is basically a full playthrough of Valheim. So this video won't be super edited, just more of a cozy playthrough. Let's see where we left off in the first episode. We just basically built our house, everything we needed. So now in this episode the goal is to face the first boss, Eikthyr, and he's just next to my base basically, so it's not far at all. And we are going to need a club, so let's make one of those. I would also prefer if we got a shield. I'm not sure how we get access to the shield actually. Maybe if we build a upgrade station. No, not sit down. Don't want to sit down now. And the upgrade station is 10 wood, 10 flint. Right. Let's see what we have here. We have some flint and wood. Let's see, we need one more wood. Let's just grab that one. And I think it's actually becoming evening very soon, so I'm not... I don't think that we will do it in the night. Probably have to sleep. Because otherwise we will not, our stamina will drain a lot faster. We will also become cold when we fight the boss, and that's not what we want. If you haven't played Valheim before, the first boss is actually not hard at all, but we still want to come a bit prepared. Let's see here. Now we can make some new arrows, but I can't make the shield and not the bow either. I'm actually not sure what it is that makes us being able to make the shield and bow. It's something that we have to pick up. Or can I make the shield and bow? Do I have something else to build? No, I don't. I'm not entirely sure what it can be actually. Maybe we need to kill a boar or a deer. I'm not sure at all. Just have to figure that out. Oh, I'm not sure how we unlock it, but we will solve it. I'm sure of it. You dream of a bright hall filled with gracious warriors and fair maidens. Sounds like a great dream, to be honest. And is it raining? No, not raining. Good. So, alright, we need to find some boars. Usually the boars are located at the fields. So let's head up here and see if there are any boars. I would also like to get some good food for the fight against Eikthyr. I usually prefer to have 2 pieces of meat and 1 raspberry or something like that just now in the beginning. And if you don't know, the meat dishes will give you, the cooked meat, or the cooked meat or grilled meat, maybe I should say, will give you HP, and the vegetables usually will give you stamina, if I remember it correctly. Let's see, we have a skeleton. Whew, I wonder if I can beat the skeleton. Maybe the club should be good against the skeleton. Oh, it's a 1-star skeleton. No, we don't want to fight that one. He will slay us pretty fast. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Anyway, I don't have... I haven't eaten either, so I'm not the fastest. Look, here's another Eikthyr rune, or Eikthyr boss site, so we can summon him from this site as well. And actually, I didn't see any boars at all, so guess we'll just have to keep moving. We do have a skeleton problem though. I really don't want to get slayed by that one, but he doesn't seem to let us go. I'll just see if I can eat something here real quick. I could. Great. At least we... Alright. I think we lost him. Ah, okay. I think the skeletons in Valheim is or are only active at night. At least out in the world this early on. That might be why we lost him. So that's great. Now we don't have to worry about that one. And there is actually a deer here. See if we can... No, there's another skeleton over there, so maybe I was incorrect. It also seems to be a 1-star one, because he was a bit reddish to the color. Or am I wrong? No, I think I'm right, actually. Yeah, I don't want to fight that one, because I will lose. I'll just run the other way here. I think it was the one that chased me before, actually. So yeah, I'm not sure why this skeleton is roaming. I guess he could be protecting some kind of structure or cave nearby or something like that. I think we were saved by... ooh. Now we find the boar. Okay, so now we learn the crude bow. That's good. And the shield also, so that's great. Now we don't... think we should head back and make the bow, actually, to be able to kill a deer a bit easier. So... the reason that we want to kill a deer is because to summon the first boss you actually need 2 deer trophies and place them on his altar to summon him. So that's why we need to kill a deer, and or maybe 2 deers. It's not always that deer actually releases or drops a trophy, so we might have to kill a couple to get those. Now let's try to kill this boar too. There we go. So we got some nice meat and some leather scraps. And I also think that we learned the leather armor actually. Because this is just a rag tunic. We might as well do that too before we do move towards the boss. Like I said, the boss isn't hard, but we will have to do the leather armor later on anyways, so I'm just a bit curious here on these houses, because I know that some houses do have some treasure chests inside. And they can be quite good to collect early on actually. Oh, there's a deer. Let's see if we can... No, we can't. Okay. They're just so fast, so we will need a bow to slay them. Alright. Let's see if we can head on home. Can I add a pin? I don't need to. Actually. Comes the deer again. Is it the same one? It is. We won't hunt him down because I will probably never catch him. And here's the chest that I was talking about that you can find. And we found a torch, some flint, and 17 flinthead arrows. So those arrows are way better than the ones that we can craft. Or we can craft both arrows actually. We learned the flinthead before, but I usually only craft the wooden arrows because they are cheaper. See if we can get this beehive down, because that's another thing that we will need later on. I'm not sure if I'm doing it the right way, actually. I mentioned in the first episode that it was some time ago that I played Valheim. There comes the honey. Some honey, and we learned to make a beehive, and we also got a queen bee. Yeah, a queen bee in our inventory. And I do think that if we equip the hammer now, we can check what's the cost of the beehive is. And it's the bee queen and 10 wood, so we can make it right away. That's good. But first we need to get home. It's over to the left here. And I do know that I need a little bit more wood to be able to craft all the things that we want to craft before we go ahead and challenge the boss. Let's just pick up some easy wooden branches here. There's a mushroom too, that's great. It's good to have some diversity when you... there's actually some skeletal remains here. So yeah, if you watched the first episode, you might have noticed that I've changed my language to English in the game, because I had it in my first language, Swedish, in the first episode. But by switching it to English, you will have a bit easier to follow when there's a lot of text or yeah, stuff like that. So that's why I did it, instead of me translating everything from Swedish to English every time. Plenty of mushrooms actually. I should have marked them on the map, but can do that later on. So usually it's quite good to mark the things that you find on the map it will be easier to gather them later on. Because I do believe that at least the raspberries, they respawn. And I do think that the mushrooms do as well. I'm quite certain that they do, so that's why it's a good idea to mark them, because all of a sudden you need the mushrooms or the raspberries to make some food, or yeah, you just need them for different things. So instead of just running out again and looking for them, you can mark them on the map. Let's mark this raspberry place actually. I can show you. Let's see, how was it? We did this again. I think I want to choose the symbol here on the right. Let's choose the dot. Just place add pin, left mouse button here, double click, and just raspberry. And enter, right? Okay, good. So next time we need some raspberries, we can just pop up our map and we can find this marking straight away. Then we can follow the minimap just straight up here and get ourselves some raspberries. So a lot easier than lot easier to find them than just to go out again and look for the same thing once again. Let's actually check out this building over here. No, it wasn't a building, it was just some kind of, I don't know, stone structure. There's actually a boar here. Let's see if we sneak up on him. I think that we will... No. If you manage to sneak up on the wildlife in Valheim, I do think that you will get an additional boost to your attack. I'm not sure, but I think that was a thing here in Valheim. There's also some necks down there. Let's go home and just fix this bow and we can kill some deer and necks for some meat. Always good to have when facing the boss. Let me in, please. Let's make a shield first, maybe. How much wood do we have? 16. I don't know if I had anything here in the chest. I didn't. And here's what this item is called also. I couldn't remember the name in the first episode, but it's resin. Okay. I thought after the recording, thought that it was sap, but that was also wrong. So it's resin. Good. Good to know. We have some bones as well. I don't know if we learned anything from picking up the bones. We didn't. Okay. I also learned a spear actually. Won't be using that one now. Just want to make the bow. Do need 8 leather scraps. That's a lot more. Okay, let's just do the shield then. First. That's 10 wood, 4 resin and 4 leather scraps. So that's leather scraps also. Okay, then we will need 8 more leather scraps actually. Maybe we won't do the... That wasn't the leather armor. That was just rag armor. Yeah, we'll see how many picks we can find. It's not the most important thing to have every armor piece for the first boss actually. Let's just make the wooden shield here. And we can also choose style on most of the shields. Don't know which one I want. This red and white one looks like a Danish flag. This one looks like a Finnish flag, so I do like the color blue, so let's just make that one. There we go. This torch, I don't believe that we can fix the torch actually, so let's just it broke. Oh, okay, it disappeared by itself. Good. I don't have that problem. Let's just see if we can grill some what's it called? Boar meat. Okay. Grill some boar meat here. Let's grill it all. And then we actually do need to make a bow as well, because we do need deer trophies to summon the boss, so we have to kill some of those. And let's grab the cooked boar meat. It's a mess in my inventory. I just need to put some of this stuff in the box here. We won't place the beehive now. I like to have food on one. We can actually have food on down here. To have the food on one row and place stacks. See, can I take, yeah, by holding shift and pressing the right mouse button I can split the stack. So let's see here now, if I press place stacks here, will this bone fragment go straight into the treasure chest here? It will. Okay, that's good. So then we don't need to sort it by hand. That's actually a great feature. We got 17 arrows from that treasure chest before, that's good also. Now it's night again, so we have a visitor, Hugin. You have crafted a shield. A shield allows you to block incoming damage if your timing is perfect. The enemy may also be parried. Be careful though, if you block too many hits you will become staggered. The amount of damage you can block before becoming staggered depends on your maximum health. So if you plan on tanking a lot of damage, you should eat food that increases your health. Heavier shields will block more damage, but will also slow you down. Right. Thanks for the information, Hugin. What is that glowing beneath the base? Let's see if we can grab it. We can't. It's probably just a piece of wood. Yeah, 2 pieces of wood actually. Okay. But yeah, we will close the door here and go to bed again. And the mission for this day is the last dream was better. The mission for this day will be to kill some more boars and get some leather scraps so we can make a bow, and then we want to go and slay ourselves some some deer, so we can get the trophy. This stamina isn't the greatest. You might need to eat something. Let's see here. 7 health and 20 stamina. 15 health and 15 stamina. No, we might just want to eat one of these and one of these. And this one we can refresh in 2 minutes. The necktail. Okay, let's just wait with doing that. Or we will waste the 2 minutes. There's actually some more raspberries here. And let's be thorough and mark this one as well. Raspberries. Berries. We are going to need more of those later on. We might as well pick these 3 bushes here. So in Valheim you don't have any weight limitations, or yes you do, I'm sorry. You do have 300 kilograms or 300 whatever it is that you can carry. And there's also a way to increase that later on in the game. So you could eat another bite. Already? Has it already gone 2 minutes? It can't be 2 minutes. Whatever. They say that the time flies by when you have fun, so maybe I had a lot of fun the last 2 minutes. See if we can... No. He's coming straight for us, so we can't surprise him. If we surprise him, hit him in the back. As I said before, a boar trophy. It's not what we need, but yes, thank you. We hit them in the back, we will do additional damage. There's also even more raspberries over here. Let's mark them too. Just for finding them. I mean, we might as well, right? Map. Raspberries. There is a deer nearby. There's something else over there. There's more boar. That's great. A 1-star boar. We can actually tame the boars as well. But a 1-star is actually really good to tame. So as I said before, there's those without stars, there's those with 1 star, and there's those with 2 stars. And the more stars they have, the harder they will be to slay, and the harder they will hit, but they will also give some more resources. So it would be great to slay it, but also great to tame it. But I guess we will slay it for now, actually, because we need the hide, and that was really the goal for this hunt as well, so we might have to wait to tame a good boar. There's actually lots of boars here. Let's get some stamina back. Let's just stay still for a while. And now we can just run up to it, actually. Don't have time to sneak up on it right now. And here comes the boar. No, doesn't. The 1 star didn't actually see us, so let's see how many pieces of We have 6 pieces. What was it we needed? We needed 8, right? I think it was 8 for the bow. Where is this pig? He's right over here. We might actually leave him. Let's leave him. I won't mark the bushes here either right now. But we can leave him, and we might come back to him later in the episode and try to tame him. I do like to tame creatures, as you might be aware of if you have followed my other games that I play. I just think by allowing players to tame creatures, it also creates a lot of depth in the game. Or in any game, for that matter. Alright, but we need some more pigs. Let's just, come on, let's find 1 or 2 more pigs here. We need 2 regular pigs, I think, for to be able to craft the bow. And if we want to craft the armor as well, we need 4 more. But yeah, let's just go for the 2 more. Maybe if we're lucky, there are 4 pigs going in a pack somewhere. We just need to find them first. And I must say that I actually do enjoy the grind. I usually play on lower settings just because I do want a challenge. And this is a dark forest. That's where we are going later on. After we have killed the Eikthyr boss. That's where we want to go. There's actually there's a pig right there too. It can be a bit dangerous to be around the dark forest, but high risk, high reward, right? There's a... Let's see if we can... Let's put this one here. And bee hive. I can see it on the building just over there. And this pig, we need to kill the pig. But yeah, so to go back to what I talked about, I do like more of a slow progress in games. I don't like the high rates or high rates servers or gameplays, just because I do like the challenge. And there's a grey dwarf. They actually spawn a lot inside the dark forest area. So that's one of the reasons why we don't want to go there. Grey dwarf eye. So yeah, right now I am on ×1 everything really here in Valheim. So I don't think that I will change it. And if I do change it, it will probably just be because we are in a... Or if I come in a moment of my life where I don't have as much time as I want to, then we might change the rates, but right now I just don't see the reason to do it, and as I said, I enjoy slow grind. It's just a personal preference that I have. Some wood. Let's see, how many do we have? 8. We have 8 leather scraps now. So let's go home and build the bow. So we can kill some deers and get some trophies. And then we can go for the first boss in Valheim, Eikthyr. Just pick some wood. That's another thing that we need a lot of all the time. That's the resin. Resins are most commonly used for fuel for the torches in the game, and you can, or you will later on need a lot of it to keep your base running, so it's good to just gather every piece of resin that you get. And again, there are some mods, so you don't need to fill the torches with resin, but that's not something that I do have installed right now. And I don't think that I will install it later, but we'll see about that. Maybe I get sick and tired of the grind and just want some quality of life features, who knows. See, there's my house. There's a deer. Let's see if we can slay it. We could! Leather tunic, leather trousers. Yeah, that's not something that we will be doing right now. Before we do the boss. Because that will probably take some time to get up. Or don't think we need it actually either. I might be wrong and we might be slain by the boss, but I guess that if we get slayed by the boss, we'll just have to go and gather our stuff and sure that we can gather our stuff actually if the boss is there. Well, we just have to see about that. But if we get slain, we just have to try again. Simple as that. Alright, let's see, we do need fuel for the fire. Let's put up some meat that we have found. We've found plenty of this boar meat, so that's good. Now we have 2 deer meat as well. See if we can make a bow. We can. It's just great. And repair some stuff. And I do think that I want to make some more arrows. I don't want anything less than 100 arrows when I go for Eikthyr. It's actually up to you if you want to use the bow or you want to use just the club and the shield for the first boss. Usually I would use the bow and I will use as many arrows as I have, and then I will just switch to the bow and or to the club and shield. So, but yeah, it's the boss is really easy, so your choice of a weapon won't matter much, actually, as long as you do have a strategy for the boss. That is, you can't just stand and face tank him all day. cooked deer meat. A piece of that one now. 35 health, so that's great. Not as much stamina. And this one gives 30 health and 10 stamina. So I'm thinking a combination of the deer meat, the boar meat, and maybe a raspberry or a mushroom. I think raspberry actually. We do need some stamina as well to be able to avoid the boss best we can. So let's see. Let's bring up the bow. And which arrow will it use? Will it use the... I don't know actually. Ah, okay. You press the right mouse button on the arrow that you want to use. Right, so we want to use the regular wooden arrows. And I think that I saw a deer just up here before. If I'm not mistaken. Right there is a deer. So let's see if we can shoot this one. I want to hold it a bit. And bullseye, right? Yes, bullseye. Great. Give me that deer trophy. We actually got the deer trophy. It's good. Now we just need another one. And it will soon be night again. There's a deer right there in the bushes. Or in the trees. Let's see if we can sneak up on it. Do you want a clearer shot before I shoot, because otherwise I'll just scare it. Like that. Alright, let's hope that we get a deer trophy, and we did. Okay, that's just great, because now we can... it's a great wall. Let's just slay him. Now we can summon the boss. But as you see, it will become night now, so let's head down. Or let's head home and sleep. And then let's head over to Eikthyr. You can also press R to place the shield and your melee weapon on your back. Then just press R again to get it out in your hands. It's really... it's a really neat trick too. Get your weapons out fast. A fire going so we can sleep. And the food will probably be reset now. Sleep is a river and dreams are live fish. You wake in the morning with your net empty. That's not what we want. We want the net to be full. I don't have a net, but yeah. I would like to get some fish actually, because that's some really good food in Valheim too. Let's just cook up these deer steaks. And how much do the leather cost? 6 leather for 1 piece. And that's a bit more than we got right now, so we'll just skip that one. And I do want it to become a bit more bright before we go out and face Eikthyr actually. And as you see up in the right corner of the screen, there is a resting buff and it says comfort 4. And this resting buff will actually, or the comfort level will increase the further you go into the game. It's based upon what kind of stuff that you place near the fire in your house. And ideally you want as many of these things around the fire as you can, and then you will get a maximum comfort level of, yeah, I don't know what the max level of comfort is nowadays, but let's say it's 20, and if you got 20 you get maybe 20 minutes of the full rested buff, as you also can see up to the right there. and that will make you lose less stamina when you attack or run or something like that. As you see, when I step out of my house, the rested buff up to the right will start to go down. So when that's out, I do need to return to my house and get the buff again and then go out again. So normally if you, I don't know how long the days are, but they will last the whole day. So that's why you want to come back to your house every night to be able to rest and to get the rested buff up again. Because otherwise you will have a harder time out in the world with your stamina management and stuff like that. So now it's a bit brighter outside, so let's pop this food. Deer meat, cooked boar meat, and a raspberry. And your HP will also regain a lot faster if you sit near by the fire when you have eaten. Or not a lot faster maybe, but it will regain faster than when you are out in the world, if I remember it correctly. Let's just get out there. And as you see now, we have plenty of HPs and we have plenty of stamina as well, actually. No. Oh, forgot to press R. Don't want this one to interfere with our business now. We are going to slay the first boss. Nothing can stop us, right? So it's better just to kill off the Grey Dwarf, or they will follow you all the way to the boss and be a distraction when you are fighting him. So we don't want that. Then where is the boss? How about looking at the minimap, right? Sometimes you're just blabbering on and you forget where you're going. It's another deer. Don't want to bother with that one now. See, here's the boss altar. Alright. So there's actually a lot of trees around here. The other altar was actually better because there wasn't a lot of trees around. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just... there's a pig right there. We might want to kill off that one before we summon the boss. I don't necessarily want more than the boss to fight. Actually, it's enough for me. He was scared. Here he comes, alright. I forgot to craft more arrows, but yeah. Let's just use the arrows that we got, and I don't want to get wet now either, so I won't go down there. The rested buff is running out, so we need to get this going. So what you want to do is that you just drag the deer trophies and place it on any of the 1, 2, 8 buttons. And then you stand by this altar here and you offer the item. And I hope that the music won't get super loud now, but we'll see about that. Let's just do this. Press 1. So that's where we have the deer trophies. And now Eikthyr should arrive. I don't know where he is. He is right over there. Alright. Let's just... Ooh! So it can be good if you... When you face this boss, you want to have something between you and the boss, just so he can't hit you. Might not be the easiest always. And he has this AoE attack that you want to avoid if you can. I actually forgot how you do a dodge in Valheim. Dodge, mouse 2 and spacebar. Why is those controls in Swedish when I change my language to English? Oh, he's really hurting me with that attack. Need to watch out for that, actually. Let's just try to... let's see if we can block him. Let's just stay out of that attack. We don't want him to hit us with that. Let's just try the... Ah! Blocking. Good. So we don't hurt him that much with no. Ah la la la. It's quite fast actually. So yeah, we just want to stay away from that attack. And we should be good actually. Oh! That really hurt. He's just the king of this realm here, or this biome, rather. And we should also have changed, so we used our flint arrows, but guess we will get that probably soon. Picked up all of our... Oh. This might not be a perfect boss guide, but we will get this done, I promise, in one way or another. I'm really starting to get tired of that grey dwarf, actually. Look, his AoE is just enormous on his attacks. And I don't have any stamina now, so that's another thing that you have to think about, so you don't run around too much, because you want to be able to dodge him or just run away from him when it comes too close. Another grey dwarf. Please leave this area, grey dwarf. It's not an appropriate time here right now. And he got that's that cone attack is actually really hitting far away. It's kind of hard to tell which attack he is going to do. It's just a bit chaotic right now, but I will probably be able to see what attack he is preparing when I watch the recording after. So yeah, you can probably tell the pattern already. And as you see, he doesn't have a lot of HP, and he doesn't have a lot of resistance against arrows or any attack really. He's just very fast, and you need to watch out for his attacks. That's basically what you need to do. So, and yeah. And yeah, don't come here without having any good food to eat, because you can see that he is actually doing some damage to me. And I don't like to come unprepared to fights. So I don't recommend that you do it either. And there was my tunic actually broke, but it doesn't matter, because there we have done the first boss in Valheim. Eikthyr is done. And we will get an Eikthyr trophy. This one. Quite cool. And then we will get some hard antlers. And with these antlers we also learned the antler pickaxe. So that's another thing that we can do now that when we come home. Let's see, here's Hugin. Let's talk to him. Return to the sacrificial stones with your forsaken trophy and offer it as a sacrifice to make the gods smile upon you. Yeah, you're right. I almost forgot about that part. So let's go back to the sacrificial stones. That was another antler there. Okay, so we got from doing him one time, we got 1 trophy and 3 antlers. I think that will be enough for 1 pickaxe. I usually go for 2 or 3 pickaxes so we can be away from the base a bit longer, because they will lose durability quite fast if I remember it correctly. But let's just make 1 now, and we'll I'm out of arrows. So it was actually my last arrow that I used to slay Eikthyr as well. Just a bit of luck, right? So how many arrows could it be? Maybe 35 arrows maybe, I think we used. And some of them were actually flint arrows, 17 of them. So what was it called again? Antler pickaxe. 10 wood and 1 hard antler. Ah, okay. So it was just 1 hard antler. Then we have enough for 3 pickaxes. So that's just great. And now the weather changed really quickly here. So we might just want to go to sleep, because if we go outside in the rain we will get wet and our stamina will suffer. So let's just sleep away this weather. Maybe. No. Still raining. Okay. Nothing to do about that, I guess. We actually do have some wood over here in the chest, so might just use that one. I don't have don't have that much wood, so I might just do 2 pickaxes right now actually. And I will also need to do some wood arrows. Another thing that we need to do now is the armor actually. And I do think that we will go for the leather armor actually. So I will need to farm some deer hide. How many do we need? 6, 12. And if we want to do the cape, 4. That's 16. Isn't there another leather trousers? 6, 12, 18, and 4. Then we need 5 bones as well. I don't think I have 3 right now. But yeah, so that's 22 deer hide that we need, and I have 5. Should be quite fast actually. I don't want to go into the dark forest biome without having a better armor on me, because right now I only have this rag tunic and it only has 1 in armor, and in there can be some tougher enemies, and also there will be more enemies usually. Let's go talk with Gin. You have crafted a pickaxe. The Black Forest is rich in minerals. There you can find copper in the ground and tin lining the ocean shore. Now go forth and strike the earth. We will Hugin. Thank you so much for the information. Let's just go and find some deer. And I missed. Fortunately he didn't run away. And we got him. It's great. Even though the Grey Dwarf almost ruined it for us. Let's just slay this one. Don't want him to follow me all the way out here on my hunt. We might want to just slay the pig as well. And I'm not for real. I'm using all my arrows at the pig. Not the best bow, but not the best wielder either. So yeah, as you can see, this location here for Eikthyr is actually way better because it's a bit more open. And there's another chest here. Some gold, that's good. We don't need a torch actually. Let's just grab the gold. We learn some new stuff, coin pile and coin stack. Some cool decorative stuff. You can also use the gold to shop with. A bit later on. Don't want to waste my arrows. I will need them later on for the deers anyway, so let's just slay the boars with the axe here. So usually in Valheim, when you're just out and running, you will come across a lot of animals. So that's basically how you get your meat most of the times. Alright, so let's see here. Trophy hook, attach item. Okay, maybe it's just, I'm pressing this one here. Eikthyr. There's the trophy, looks really cool. Forsaken, sacrificed. Don't want to deal with the Grey Dwarf right now. Well met, Hugin. You have been granted the power of Eikthyr. Use it in times of need. Your next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the lands, and uncover their lost treasures and resources. The Elder awaits. Alright. And the Elder is this dude here. Okay, so by going to the sacrificial stones and hanging up the trophies after each boss fight, you can actually, you will get the stone lit up like this. You can actually go up to it and press E to activate power. And you will now have the power of Eikthyr. And you can then activate the power whenever you want out in the world. And the grace of the mighty stag flows through you. Your ability to move around is improved, be it on land or in water. Run stamina usage minus 60%, jump stamina usage minus 60%, and swim stamina usage minus 60% too, and it will last for 300 seconds. So yeah, just to demonstrate it, we can actually, I think is it H that you press to activate it? Let's see. No, it's not. F then. Yeah, the F key, and you activate it, and it will last for 20 minutes. And then now you will have all those buffs that I previously stated. We were going to slay some deers, right? How many arrows do I have left? 14. That means that I can miss 13 times. And I hit the tree, of course. And now I did hit the target. Good. And the boar as well. Not bad at all, actually. See, 2 deer meat. We also got a trophy. That's good. You don't feel rested anymore. Okay, so we should probably head back to base and get the rested buff. Do also think that it's about to become night again, so let's just sit down here for a while to get the rested buff. The Eikthyr buff isn't lasting for 20 minutes. It's you can activate it every 20 minutes, and when you activate it, it will last for, is it 5 minutes maybe? It's 2 minutes left now, so I'm not sure, but I think it's might be 5 minutes then. So it's not that long, but at least it's better than nothing, right? And yeah, so when you have beaten the first boss in Valheim, the animals or creatures that spawn in the world or in this biome will actually get a bit harder. I did hit the deer, good. I need a tide. And you can also get these base raids, which means that the Grey Dwarfs would come and raid your base. And there will actually come quite a lot of them if you get one of these raids. So we will probably need to build some kind of defenses later on. The Grey Dwarf attack is not that hard if you know what to do. You can just kite them around and kill them off until it stops. It was usually stop after a couple of minutes or something like that. But yeah, so that's basically what beating the bosses in Valheim do. They will change, by beating a boss you will change the overland spawns. So it will make it a bit harder for each boss that you defeat. Is that a deer over there? Or no, that's a log. I'm just a great hunter, as you can hear. You don't want to meet me out in the woods with a bow. Got it. Nice. Deer hide. That's the 1-star pig that we wanted to tame. No. Let's just slay him then. Doesn't matter. We'll find another 1 or 2-star pig later on. Right there, maybe? Yes! And there we hit him. Let's shoot that one too. Slay that one too. And I missed. And I hit him! Yes! We can hit that one. Yes. Bullseye. 2 hides. That's just great. Well, we can actually make the leather tunic. Let's make that one. And we can make the leather helmet. And we can make the leather trousers. And the only thing that we couldn't make was this leather, no, deer hide cape. That's 2 more hide, and that's 5 skeletal bones. I only have 3. Might actually have to wait with that one. So let's see if we can equip our new armor here. Let's just stand here and let's see if we can actually see when we equip it. I want to have my armor down there in the inventory. Right click, equip that one, nice. And equip the leather trousers, nice. So now we do have armor value of 6 instead of 1, so that's a lot better than the rag tunic actually. As you see, the weather outside is not that good. It's high seas and it's raining a lot, so we won't be going to the dark forest today. So that's it for this episode, and if you liked it, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you want to keep following my journey here in Valheim. And the next episode we will go into the dark forest. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.